Here's a little project we've been working on for a few weeks for geography. Learning different geography terms, different land forms and water forms. I have this poster from Abeka, I think, and it's got a whole bunch of pictures and words, and in the back it's got all the explanations and definitions of each one, so that's very helpful. And what we did, every time we learned one, we added it to a big piece of cardboard that I got from a box. And we started real small, and it grew and grew, and now it's almost the whole board. We had lots of fun doing this. The most fun was trying to gather and collect different types of material, cloths, papers, so you have different textures for the water, for the lands, for the mountains. So, and then we labeled them. So what I do each time, I collect all the little words, and then I have them put them in place. And they know them pretty well now by heart. And if they don't know one, we just go back to our definitions and I read what it is, and then they can find it on the board here. So here's some kind of crepe paper. I use some flannel, more crepe paper. For the ice, I use some kind of foam, some more foam pieces of paper. This is kind of more crepe paper, some little netting, cardboard, this shiny paper, foam. What else? We use some nuts for the rocks and some real rocks for our mountain. I just put a piece of flannel and we made our cave in there, and we put some foam on the top, and our glacier, our valley, this is kind of a netting bag. And more flannel for the little hill. I find that flannel actually stands up really well if you glue it. I used wood glue. The plateau, I just used a piece of cork lid. Our swamp is made up of little sponge pieces, scrubber pieces, green. What else do we have? Our cliff is made of a nut. We have our waterfall with crepe paper. Here's a piece of top of a coffee container. For our trees, I just cut up little green scrubber and just glued the bottom, and it worked perfectly. So those are our little trees for our forest. Our volcano is crepe paper. We made a little mountain, then we made our fire red and yellow crepe paper. And what else do we have? For our trees, in our jungle here, I had some little marker lids that I wasn't using anymore. And then I cut a piece of scrubber and I cut out 2 slits. And then we put it like this. Oops, it's a little tough with one hand, but anyway, this is how they look. We kind of glued the marker lids like that with the hole on the top so that this can go right through, and then they hold pretty well. Those are little jungle trees. Our desert is a piece of flannel and then some little pieces of wood carvings. Anyway, that's our real fun geography, land and water vocabulary words.